Vibrantly colorful with culture, commerce, food, and all sorts of personalities is one way to describe downtown Kingston. And when we were invited by Karen Booker, aka the Design Diva, creative director of Karen Booker Design Group, to check out some of her favorite chill spots on this side of town, we just had to jump at the opportunity. So we hope you're as eager to join us on this adventure. Now let's go rediscover the charms of this urban jungle. We're about to head inside to meet up with Karen, but before we do, here are a few facts that we thought you would find interesting about her. Karen has a bachelor's degree in fine arts from the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. She also possesses a master's degree in business administration from NYU, that's New York University. Karen has been in the interior design industry for over 15 years and also held the position while in New York of Director of Interior Design for Bloomingdale's department store. She is the first Black woman and Jamaican to have ever held that title. Now there's much more to this high achiever, but let's head inside and let Karen tell us for herself. Hi Karen!
Hey!
Hi! I'm well.
Good to see you.
I love the energy in here. I love this space. It's really nice.
The vibe, cool.
Yeah, it is. So what are we going to be doing today?
We are going to the National Gallery. Have you ever been?
I have been once, but I've never explored, you know?
It's amazing. And after that, we're going to F&B, which is
F&B.
F&B. It's like a little boutique, little restaurant in Swiss stores. Amazing
So,
vibe.
Karen, what's your fascination with downtown?
You know what? It is a connection to history.
Right.
It is the little pockets, the little secrets that you can find. You're like, oh my God, this is here. And then I get to look at the waterfront every day. I get to look out into the harbor, and it just gives me a sense of peace. And it's such a great energy and a great vibe. Yeah.
So, if you're not too busy, would you mind just showing me around your store a little bit?
Never too busy, darling. Never too busy.
Do you do these yourself too?
Yeah, all of these are done here. All of these.
Oh, they're so nice. Coming up, you said you are a designer, not a decorator. What's the difference?
The difference is a designer goes to school, of course, for 4 years. Not to say a decorator does not, right? But a designer, we work with architects. We mess around with electric. We do plumbing. We can move walls.
So you design the space.
So we design the space, and a decorator comes in and decorates the space.
Okay. was a lovely touring.
Wasn't it? Oh my God, this is a place to come whenever you want a little bit of inspiration.
The mood that I'm in right now, my creative juices are flowing.
Yeah, and you just get in the zone.
Right.
Yeah, and then you can face the world again, onward.
So we want to talk a little bit about your professional life. What exactly do you do?
I'm an interior designer, right? I am trained. I went to school for 4 years for that. I went to FIT when we migrated, Fashion Institute of Technology, and did my degree, Fine Arts in Interior Design. And then after that, I had to go back another additional years to do my master's in business because my parents and interior design, you know, it was like, no, it wasn't working out. So that one was for me, and then the master's for them because I got dead for hungry. So with that, you know, it's been a journey, and it's really been a tremendous journey, you know, and I've worked for a very long time as an interior designer, and I've done a lot of things just to hone that craft, you know what I'm saying, and just to keep going with it. But now is the time now to branch out and to create this empire called Design Diva Lifestyle.
So I know that you are a part of an initiative to build Brand Jamaica through the redevelopment of downtown. Talk to us about that.
You know, from as far as I can remember, I've always heard my mother speak in memory of downtown and parade and the glory days of downtown. And I'm thinking, I mean, it's the business hub. This is where all the major businesses are, all the headquarters and so on. Why is it in this state? You know, it has a huge historical context, you know. And then all the businesses are here. Then you have the waterfront, which is picturesque. You know what I'm saying? What's not to love? So I always, when I got back to Jamaica, always wanted to be here. But other than that, we've started to build downtown again, to bring new businesses down. It's like a Italian Renaissance, if you will. Right. You know, and so that's a part of that. It's a part of just bringing people back down, seeing what downtown is about, starting a business here. And of course, I think you get a little tax concession.
There are benefits.
There are benefits. And it's not as bad as you think.
Right. So, of course, your journey to becoming the design diva, you have some accomplishments to tell us about. Talk to us about that.
Okay, where do we start?
Where do we start? Wow, there are that many.
Where do we start? Okay, so when I was working, my last corporate position, you want to go back to there and then go forward? Okay. So my last corporate position was Bloomingdale's department store, and I was director of interior design. The only black woman, and definitely the only Jamaican, right? Then I came back here to Jamaica to start the brand, just to standardize interior design and decorating, because now it's just elastic. Everybody does everything, you know. So we started with, you know, the little Design Diva segment, which has become, you know, a little popular, and you know, people kind of know about it and they expect it, you know. So that became Design Diva. From that now is Design Diva Lifestyle, which is a store downtown, and that's a lifestyle entity, and very eclectic and, you know, just very funky, and you walk in and you get that vibe. Apart from that now, it gets bigger. Then we do the Brand Jamaica initiative now, which is all a part of this, which is drapery. So what we're doing is making home fashions under the brand and made in Jamaica and, of course, downtown. Right? So now we've partnered with Quartz furniture stores throughout the island. So you'll find the Design Diva drapery made in Jamaica there. That's like my little baby, you know, because we're putting people to work. You know, in a factory downtown, people who necessarily would not have been working before, who have the skill base, you know, and then so we're putting them to work downtown, of course, because that's my hub. Then what we're doing now is franchising the Design Diva decor brand. So is happening is we have Heart Institute. Right. We've partnered with Heart. And you know, in business, it's all about your links. In Jamaica, we say links, like you get you in. But it's networking, it's linkages, and it's partnering with the right folks. So they saw the dream and they have put their belief in it. Right. So what we're doing now is getting the graduates who have gone through a level 2 training to come on board, join up and partner with us to do this decor franchise. So this is going to be from somebody in Kingston to Westmoreland, right. No matter where you are. We'll train them up to the Design Diva way. So what they'll do now, they'll work in their own business, but using the Design Diva brand. Right, okay. So because of that now, we'll have a more standard of what interior design and decor is, and these will just be decorators, right. You know, with a specific standard.
So definitely that's telling us where you want to go next. That was going to be my next question, but I already have the answer.
It's the empire, it's the dream. It is, you know, and then of course it's the show, and then, you know, the expo, and then just moving onward. Everything connecting the dots to just bring it home to what interior decor and design is. You know, of course with a social consciousness, which is, which always, you know, I do teach, and I teach interior decor, where what else would I be teaching? And then my initiative, which is, I do this privately, but I do go into the inner city schools to motivate and to talk to girls and to, you know, get them going and so on. But that is just my little give back and my little baby. So yeah, because I really think that everybody is born to serve and should develop, if they haven't developed it yet, have some kind of social consciousness.
What are some of the challenges you've had to overcome in getting to where you are today?
I'm a designer, not necessarily a decorator, or not a decorator, so I do a lot of construction work, right? Being a woman in construction is very abrasive. You have to really command the respect of the men, because the men don't necessarily, you know, you're a woman in their world, so who are you to talk to them? You don't really belong here, you really belong in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Right. So getting their respect, you know, as somebody who is stickler for perfection, stickler for, you know, standards and so on, was one of my biggest, still is one of my biggest challenges, yes. In a world where, you know, if we're not putting the studs in just right, you know, that's not a standard. You have to learn that somebody's going to come after you and touch that. So therefore you have to get it right, and you have to get it right the first time.
I want to touch back on something that you said, though. You said you are a designer, not a decorator. What's the difference?
The difference is that a designer goes to school, of course, for 4 years. Not to say a decorator does not, right? But a designer, we work with architects. We mess around with electric. We do plumbing. We can move walls.
So you design the space.
So we design the space, and a decorator comes in and decorates the space. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot more experience. It's a lot more, you know, in the States, it's a lot more codes. There are a lot of building codes and permits and so on, and that is one of the main differences. Also, I happen to be at ASID, which is American Society of Interior Designers, that you have to take a state test. Right. So your design studio is now a practice. So you open your design practice, and that is one of the main things too. Your education, the standards, and so on. Exactly.
Okay. So are you also a decorator as well?
Of course, it comes down to the decorating, and that's the fun part. Right. You know what I'm saying? That is just the fun part, where you get to really bring the space alive now with the decor products. Okay. You know,
just trying to
make sure you understand. I understand. Yeah. A lot of people interchange it too, and you know, like the serious designers, and if you call them a decorator, it's fighting words.
It's fighting. It's offensive. I can understand.
Yes, it's like, how dare you?
So finally, what advice would you give to others who want to enter this industry? Or even any creative industry?
Any creative industry. It's hard work. Most people enter it with an idea of what they think it is. So when they say, oh, I have a passion for this, it's not a passion, it's an idea. Hone your craft. Learn all that you can learn on Google, on social media, whatever it is, research, research, research. Then, if it is really something that you want to do, go work for free. You know, if it is interior design you want to do, go work in a hardware store, go work in a furniture store, go find the home goods department in any place, and then hone that skill. You know, even flowers, because what you want to do, you want to get those creative juices going. You want to, and then if it is your real passion, then you will naturally gravitate to those places, and then you will find your inspiration within everything. After that now, then you get yourself educated. Okay, and after the education then comes the real work. You go intern with somebody like me, and I say intern because that is when you learn and you open up your mind to exposure and to new things, right? But the thing is, you know, I think we were sharing before that a lot of people want a trophy without the work, you know, and it's all, you have to be in front of people's radar. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind. Nobody's gonna think about you. So you do your own, you do your hard work, you pound the pavement and you keep going if that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You be relentless, you go hard, you're fierce, and you keep going.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
As a woman in business myself, I can definitely appreciate those words.
Exactly, and you have to know that, listen, you're a woman in business, your competitors are a lot of men out there, you know what I'm saying? So what? You have to work harder, it's just what it is. So
not because it's glamorous from the outside.
Exactly, it's real work. So you have to work harder, you have to go home, and you have to do work after you get home. So your work day doesn't just stop at 5 o'clock, it continues on. You know? Yeah.
Well, all these words have me working up an appetite.
There you go.
So I think I'm ready for some food. Let's go. Coming up. So how would you say you balance everything that you have going on?
Here's the thing. I have a dream, I have a vision, you know, and I also have a hustler mentality. So I go out and I get it.
Right.
I have this overall plan, and if I can get like 80% done, then that's a success.
The ambience in here is beautiful, and even from the outside you would never tell.
And that's the thing about downtown, you know, where there's little hidden gems. I'm telling you, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So you found the menu here?
Yes.
See anything on the menu that you like already?
I'm thinking it's going to be a salad. It's probably going to be grilled chicken.
Do you have a jerk chicken salad?
Yes, I have a jerk chicken
That's
salad.
what I want.
You want jerk chicken salad?
Yeah, I didn't
Would you
see
like
it.
some
Oh yes,
drink?
okay. Yes, a lemonade, please.
Sure, no problem. Would you like something to drink?
Coconut water.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Karen, of course, I want to talk a little about your personal side.
Oh God.
How would you describe yourself?
Intense.
Intense?
Intense. Intense. Is it up or down? I'm black and white. There's no gray area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no, and you'll know that with me. It's, you know, I don't have that, well, I'll think about it, and
Right.
the flip-flopping,
No maybe.
and the maybe, and the whatnot. No, it's very clear, because I really don't have the time to go revisit it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, were you born and raised in Kingston?
I was born and raised in Kingston. My mother is from Hanover, my father is from St. Elizabeth, but I was born and raised in Kingston.
Do you have any siblings?
Oh yes, I have a brother, Donovan. Oh yeah.
Is he like you?
No, he is. As a matter of fact, this is how my childhood went. I was Danny's sister. I didn't have a name. And he was he went to Wolmer's. And he was one of them cute guys. You know what I'm saying? Me though, I didn't grow into myself until much later on. So I was Danny's sister. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and he was very charismatic, have that swag going and so on, and that, yeah, Danny, very entertaining, whole heap of vibes.
What would you say is your most memorable childhood moment?
One of them was writing. I remember feeling really proud of myself that my essay was in the yearbook. The Immaculate Prep.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was what, about 9 or 10 at the time, and I was really proud.
That's good.
Wow.
It is. Thank you very much.
Let me see how cute I can eat.
No, but presentation, no, you guys win. This is nice.
I am telling
This
you.
is nice. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much.
Please enjoy, ladies.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, this is a salad. How was your salad? Mine was absolutely delicious.
Delicious, I'm telling you, this place is to die for.
Yes, it is.
You know,
I
and it is
really like
such a little secret in the hub of downtown, you know what I'm saying? And the ambience is just, I love it.
I'll have to come back without the cameras and order what I really want to order from the menu, not
There
the
you
salad.
go. Yeah, and then you know, you have other places that you can just sit and lounge and catch a vibe if you have something to do or write and get away from folks. Because I can't work at my office sometimes because people keep coming in and talking to me.
So how would you say you balance everything that you have going on? Family life, work, and everything else?
Poorly.
That's what we want, the real answers here.
We want the real answers. I'm telling you, is it up or down? It's, you know, what you see is what you get. Here's the thing. I have a dream, I have a vision, you know, and I also have a hustler mentality. So I go out and I get it.
Right.
But the way that I really try to manage it all, I make lists. So like on a Sunday, I'll do a weekly list, right, of all the things that I have to do. And then I'll break it down now into the daily lists in the morning time. So I'll come to a place like this then, right? After I drop my son off, and then I, you know, which is really early, and I'll find a little coffee shop before I drive downtown, and I'll make my list for the day. And I'll have to narrow it down to a timetable for the day. And then, you know, with time management, that's how I get it done.
That don't sound poorly at all, like it's been managed poorly at all to me.
You see what it is? Because things creep in. You know, and I'm through that, and it's like, so if I would stick to that, then I'd be superwoman.
But you can't always stick to it.
But I can't always get to it. But I have this overall plan, and if I can get like 80% done,
right,
then that's a success.
So, like how you're always so busy, what do you like to do for fun?
Other than eat and F&B, right? That part of my life is lacking, let's just be honest. The real answers here, right? So what I do now is spend a lot of time with Aaron, who's my son. So you'll see me around town with him, and people will say to me, where's your
Your handbag.
It's like a handbag, exactly. But I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? And because I love what I do, it doesn't seem like work.
Right.
So it seems like I'm having fun while I'm working all the time because I really, really, really love
Genuinely
what I do.
love it.
Yeah.
That's good. So what would you say is next for you in your life?
You know, I want to continue to grow spiritually. You know, I want to be the best version of myself, and that is like, even to get to know me now at this stage in my life was a really, really big, you know, it's a trek. As a woman evolves and as she, you know, comes into her own, it is something, you know. So I want to continue to look at myself honestly, you know, and see and just continue to love the wonderful flawed self of me, you know, and just continue to go on and just be to serve and give back and continue to contribute to Jamaica and, you know, everywhere else and touch lives.
Well, Karen, I just want to thank you for a fabulous day out. I had an amazing time dining here at the gallery.
Yes.
At your office.
The office. It's the office studio.
Office studio. Okay, there we go. Everything. It's nice to see your life and how downtown has really transformed everything.
Exactly, I'm telling you, it is up and coming, you know, and so when the opportunity of this interview came up, it had to be downtown because people need to know that, yeah, there's a lot going on and it's chic.
Well, thank you so much for fabulous.
You're so welcome.
And that's it for this episode of Chill Spot. It was great hanging out with Karen Booker, creative director of the Karen Booker Design Group. Of course, we got to give you guys a glimpse into the other side of the capital, and I now have an even greater appreciation for the creative industry and art in its many forms. Of course, you can view this and other episodes of Chill Spot on batvja.com. And until next time, I'm Candy. Bye. Oh, hold on, Karen. You have to tell me now how you eat this.
Yeah, so this is for the crunch. This is
so you just-
texture.
oh, this
so you
is
just
for- oh.
sprinkle it lightly.
Oh, okay.
Right? And you know
Do not put that on camera.
I was born and raised in Kingston and St. Andrews. Sometimes I don't know the difference.
I think I lost a Kingstonian struggle with that same issue.
Same issue, right?
Of course, we got to show you guys a glimpse into the other side of the capital. And what else?